The leopard is cool enough to defeat even a honey badger, but this kid was too much for him. When the porcupine noticed the crouching predator, it attacked in an unexpected way. It began to back away and aim its needles at the leopard's eyes. And the cat was not ready for this. As a result, several needles pierced his muzzle and paws. This is not the only epic case when a leopard made a mistake with its choice of prey. We must pay tribute to the leopard. Attacking an entire herd of bulls is an adventure that requires really nerves of steel. The predator's tactics had a chance of success. He suddenly rushed at the calf and tried to kidnap it right from under the nose of the herd. The combination of incredible speed and strength allowed him to count on success. Running while holding prey weighing as much as a small motorcycle in your teeth is pretty cool. But the leopard underestimated the cohesion of the herbivores. They did not abandon the calf and fought back against the predator. The leopard couldn't get far with its prey in its teeth. He was stopped, surrounded, and began to be beaten with horns, rammed, and trampled with powerful hooves. The leopard definitely regretted choosing such a target as a calf. He fought back and even tried to keep his prey in his fangs for a while. The leopard has a plan. He wants to strangle the calf, retreat, and return to dinner when the herd is left. But the predator does not have time to do this. He has to unclench his jaws, otherwise he will simply be trampled upon. The leopard escapes from the angry bulls only because there was a tree nearby. The predator manages to hide in its crown. But the buffaloes are in no hurry to leave. The leopard will have to wait a long time until they stop chasing him. Not only his parents joined in the protection of the calf, but also all members of the herd. This mutual assistance of herbivores deserves your like, doesn't it? Here too, the leopard tried to pull off a similar trick, but he was not even allowed to pounce on one of the ungulates. The initiative was quickly seized, and the leopard was forced to retreat immediately. It feels like he flew out of the thicket, said something like, "Sorry, I made a mistake," and then flew back into the dense thicket. And even if the predator manages to catch the cub, he will have to deal with the mother's anger. And this is a very bad option for a cat that is several times smaller than a hoofed one. The leopard is trying to climb a tree with a calf to finish it off like this, but the parent strikes terrible blows with his horns exactly on the body of the cat. The leopard even does somersaults from this. He gets to the tree, but he has no prey in his teeth. The calf is alive and runs out of the thicket, and the leopard has to lick wounds in the crown of a tall plant while an enraged enemy is waiting for him below. The leopard crept up to the donkey and grabbed it by the throat. It seems that the poor big-eared ungulate has no chance. But just look how calmly he walks with the leopard around his neck. It's as if the predator doesn't cause him any inconvenience at all. The donkey doesn't panic. He's trying to trample the leopard. The predator manages to force the ungulate down to the road. It seems that now the leopard will finish off the donkey, but no, the ungulate rises to its feet again and gives a powerful rebuff. As a result, the leopard runs out of strength and lies down on the ground. It's the donkey's turn now to teach the leopard a lesson. Who would have thought that this ungulate would chase a mighty leopard that has to save its life? Leopards are powerful predatory cats that have incredible agility and are strong enough to take down a zebra or twice as heavy of an antelope. And thanks to its well-developed ability to disguise itself, the predator is able to get very close to the fleet-footed gazelle. The ungulate, despite all its speed, simply will not have time to react to the attack. An impressive throw from the height of the second floor will end with a helpless victim in the paws of the leopard. Leopards are masters of ambushes. They are able to silently sneak up on prey and quickly attack into a vulnerable throat. Usually, a spotted predator strangles its prey. Although it is inferior in size to lions, tigers, and jaguars, leopards have great strength and can take down a zebra with one blow, lift a gazelle up a tree, and jump a huge distance. But contacting lions and entering their territory is a mistake even for an experienced spotted hunter. The leopard hid in a dense thicket. You gotta agree, he is almost invisible to us. That's just that lionesses have well-developed senses and are able to focus not only on sight, but also on smell. They tracked down the leopard and attacked it with the three of them. Even one lioness is bigger than an adult leopard, and there are several of them here. They pulled the spotted cat out of the thicket into the open to teach him a painful lesson. It is better not to poke other predators into the territory of lions. We must pay tribute to the spotted hunter. He fiercely and desperately fights back. The leopard lay down on its back, but this is not a sign of its submission at all. On the contrary, in this position, the predator can most actively and effectively defend itself. He uses all four paws and is ready to fight off the threats from any side with them. Powerful punches and curved claws are his first line of defense. Biting into the enemy with them, the leopard develops an attack with lightning speed and tries to bite the enemy with its fangs, tear, get to the throat into large vessels. But the leopard underestimates the lionesses. They have no less cool of an arsenal, but more physical strength and are able to work together. They attacked the leopard from different sides, and they leave him no chance of a successful counterattack. This leopard heard some noise in the thicket and decided to check if it was possible to have a snack for those who make these sounds. No, it's not possible. It's an adult lioness. She easily rebuffed a large and strong male leopard. He had to go on the defensive and run away from the lioness to save his life. Although both cats have a spotted color, it is quite difficult to confuse a cheetah and a leopard. Now you can compare these predators up close and underestimate the obvious difference between them. The leopard is a muscular and rather squat beast that relies on agility and a powerful punch rather than speed. But the cheetah is a sprinter who has a lean and flexible body with long limbs. In a cheetah, two black stripes descend from the eyes to the corner of the mouth, and the spots are solid. Leopard spots often have the shape of rings. While the predators are standing quietly and watching each other, there is another adult cheetah behind the scenes. Suddenly, the leopard breaks into a run. He thinks he can catch at least one cheetah by surprise, deal with the competitor, and easily finish him off. But the leopard underestimated the fastest runner on the planet, who easily breaks away from the chase. Trying to sneak up on a cheetah is also not a good idea. Here, the leopard was able to get close to the opponent at a fairly good distance. There are literally a few steps between them. The leopard covers the distance in 1.5 seconds, but the cheetah's reaction speed is fine too. It was as if he was ready to attack, so he instantly breaks into a run, accelerates, and breaks away from the leopard, which almost clung to his back. The leopard did not have enough inches to throw, but this distance saved the cheetah's life. This leopard is used to the fact that cheetahs always retreat and run away from him. Well, he just didn't know who he was messing with. An aggressive and rather large predator will not run away. On the contrary, he attacks the leopard himself. He did not expect such a turn of events and retreats in panic. Here too, the leopard received an unexpectedly powerful rebuff from a female cheetah. She is lighter than the opponent, and any injury threatens her with danger because she will not be able to reach maximum speed for hunting. These arguments are usually enough to retreat at the mere approach of a leopard, but not this time. And that's because it's a female that protects a teenage kitten. The leopard tries to attack him and gets a tough rebuff. A female cheetah slaps him in the face, and the leopard is shocked but finally realizes that he has contacted the wrong opponent. He runs away, and the female cheetah chases the enemy, trying to hit him a few more times so that the aggressor remembers this lesson a little bit better. The leopard clearly decided that such a huge and well-fed beast as a hippopotamus could not be nimble and fast. The predator saw the little hippopotamus going to his mother, and the two of them were walking along the shore of the reservoir. The predator thought that he would have time to deal with the baby before his mother noticed it and fought back. This was a big mistake. It turned out that hippos can move at an amazing speed. the leopard had to retreat. And the hippo family calmly continued their walk. They don't even seem to take the leopard seriously. Is it a shame? Maybe, but the female hippopotamus didn't crush his head. The leopard came to the tiger's territory and regretted it very much. The mighty predator immediately noticed the intrusion and crept up to the leopard within throwing distance. The tiger is the largest and strongest representative of wild cats. It is unlikely that the leopard expected such speed and agility from him. But the striped hunter turned out to be incredibly fast. He rushed at the enemy with lightning speed and almost caught him. The leopard made the only right decision. Instead of trying to escape, he climbed a tree. But just look. Right here, the tiger also climbed up the pole. A tiger is about 3 times heavier than a spotted cat. If he had gotten to the leopard, he would have broken its neck for a few seconds. But still, he could not climb up to the same height. The leopard climbed onto the thinnest branches right at the top of the tree. That is what saved him. One of the most dramatic scenes involving a leopard. The lions discovered the spotted cat during an afternoon nap. They caught him off guard, but the leopard's reaction speed allowed him to instantly make the right decision and retreat before the enemy's fangs reached his neck. The leopard just soared up the tree, as if turning off gravity. This is a fairly typical defensive tactic of a spotted predator. It was only thanks to the fact that the leopard managed to climb to a great height that he managed to survive. But it turned out that he underestimated the threat. He was being chased not by one or even a couple of lionesses, but a whole fighting squad. Lions hate competitors and try to exterminate any large predators on their territory. They surrounded the tree, in the crown of which the leopard is hiding from the danger. It makes the leopard nervous. He sees no way out of the situation. Lions can climb trees as well. They will not be able to reach the enemy, who is so high, as the thin branches cannot withstand the weight of a larger predator. But they have no patience. It looks like the lions decided to stay to guard the leopard, waiting for him to decide to try to escape. The leopard decides to jump off and try to escape from his pursuers. This was a mistake. They were able to catch him right at the end of a dizzying jump. The lions surrounded the spotted cat and decided not to stand on ceremony with her. The leopard is alone against several lionesses and young lions with a small mane, but sharp claws and strong paws. The spotted beast first gave a stunning rebuff to the enemies. He growls, hisses, and beats with his paws. Claws flash right in front of the lions' eyes. This cooled their ardor enough that they gave the leopard a couple of minutes to rest. But the brave cat failed to break through the encirclement. He is trapped. The lions attack from different sides. They act very effectively because while one lioness is attacking the leopard's hind legs, the other is trying to get to the neck. The third one can hit in the stomach while the others extend the perimeter and will not allow the leopard to escape, even if it somehow escaped from their grip. The lions are in no hurry. They don't want to get seriously injured and damaged in a battle with a desperate leopard. Therefore, the movements of larger predators seem slow and smooth. In fact, they're just attentive. Lionesses understand the power of their enemy, so they try not to fuss. But they also know the leopard's weak point. He lacks stamina. This is the problem of all cats. They are able to squeeze an incredible effort out of their muscles to attack sharply, powerfully, and crushingly, but only for a short period of time. They can't hold the line for long. Lions are also not particularly hardy, but here the hunters will simply change each other. Cruel and pragmatic tactics are yielding results. The leopard cannot defend itself for a long time. He was strangled and beaten several times. The leopard is exhausted, and one of the lionesses gets to his throat with the serious intention of crushing the trachea of the spotted cat. But what do you think? Maybe the leopard should have stayed in the tree, and then he would have survived? Or was he doing the right thing by escaping just out of luck? Share your opinion in the comments. The hyena-like dog is much inferior to the leopard in strength and agility, at least 1-on-1. A leopard can handle 2 dogs too. The problem is that in this case, 3 dogs came out against the spotted predator at once, and this is too much. The leopard clearly underestimated the enemy, not knowing that these hyena-like dogs unite in really numerous groups. The dogs surround the leopard, which has climbed into the thicket. In dense plants, it is difficult to attack him, but the cat understands. A little more, and the dogs will squeeze the ring, after which they will storm. Therefore, the leopard runs out of its hiding place and rushes as far away from the enemies as possible, and the dogs gave chase. The intense pursuit quickly ends when the leopard literally jumps to the top of a tall tree with a running start. Thanks to this, the leopard kept its skin intact. The Asian leopard made a mistake with the choice of an opponent. The tiger towers over the spotted cat like a rock. He delivers crushing blows and dents the opponent into the ground. The tiger understands that if it tries to get its fangs to the leopard's throat, the claws of the enemy can tear into its muzzle. Therefore, a well-fed and rather calm tiger does not try to finish off the enemy. He doesn't need to. He's taught a lesson that the spotted cat won't forget. In this case, the leopard is not so lucky anymore. He angered the tiger much more and paid the price for it. The fight of the huge cats took place in dense thickets, so even with the increase in the frame, it is difficult to make out the details. But the obvious result is that the tiger goes out on the road with the body of a leopard in its teeth. This makes it clear the huge difference in size between them. The spotted one had no chance of winning. Leopards hate dogs and take every opportunity to attack and to deal with them. The reason for this phenomenon remains unknown, but sometimes leopards enter cities and kidnap dogs directly from courtyards and entrances. Usually, a leopard can easily deal with even a large dog, but this German Shepherd has obviously taken some kind of self-defense course. She gave an unexpectedly tough rebuff to her opponent. The leopard clung to the back of the victim's neck, tried to squeeze and destroy the trachea, while tearing the shepherd's back and stomach with the claws of its hind paws. But the dog turned out to be too strong and maneuverable. She pinned the leopard to the ground with her own weight, fiercely fighting off the most dangerous attacks and bites. And then the shepherd broke out of the grip and ran into the house. The leopard managed to catch up and overwhelm the wild boar, but the victim of the attack not only fiercely fights back, but also screams at the whole savannah. And her screeching reaches the male lion, who is interested to see what is happening on his territory. The leopard has a big problem. Even a lioness is bigger than a leopard. The lion versus the spotted cat, like the characters of The Rock and Statham from the films of the Fast and the Furious franchise. They both seem to be tough fighters, but when they fight, it is immediately clear who has the advantage. It's easy to see what a huge difference in size there is between a lion and a leopard when these cats are around. Just look at how the lion covers half of the spotted predator's back with its paw. The leopard was lucky that the lion limited himself to a light trial strike, which did not cause serious damage. If the lion had put all of his strength into the blow, then he would have broken the opponent's spine. As it is, the leopard has a split second left to retreat. The spotted one was lucky. He jumped back in the exact direction from which it was still possible to escape. If he had jumped away from the lion in the other direction, he would have fallen right into the clutches of his brother. Yes, lions are not only incredibly strong, but also sometimes walk in groups. But the leopard was lucky. Both males were distracted by the boar, which allowed the spotted cat to escape. He was hungry, but at least he was safe. If you think this is a unique case, then you're wrong. Leopards have a reputation for bloodthirsty predators. But in fact, they just need to act for sure before competitors come to take away their hard-earned lunch. The leopard tries to get to the boar's throat and shut its throat, but does not manage to do so in time. The spotted hunter is too focused on the prey and underestimates the threat by hunting in someone else's territory. He probably thinks he'll be able to spot the huge lion in time. But this is a mistake. It turns out that a lion can sneak up unnoticed even despite the huge mane. The lion makes several jumps and catches up with the leopard. On the heels of the mighty male is his brother. He's only a second behind. The leopard makes the only right decision, leaves the hard-won boar to them and rushes to the side with lightning speed. The leopard does not even try to defend its prey. He was lucky to be alive. But he should not continue hunting on the territory of these giants. And the lions easily finish off the boar, having received a hearty lunch without putting any effort into it. The leopard noticed that the hippopotamus was sitting motionless in the swamp, almost up to its ears. A wild cat often hunts in this arena, pulling fish and other animals that have lost their mobility out of the viscous mud. But the leopard underestimated the giant. The behemoth is not stuck, it is just resting. This huge beast easily rose up from the swamp and showed the leopard that he was not happy with such a guest. Is it bravery or stupidity to try to take prey from a crocodile? Well, at least I would say the leopard is still alive here, so you can call him a brave man. But it's still not the most brilliant idea. Apparently, the leopard just doesn't understand who he's dealing with. The bite force of a crocodile is much greater than that of a lion. In addition, the crocodile can rotate around its axis with incredible speed. When he grabs someone else's limbs and does something similar, fracturing and destroying joints is the easiest thing a reptile's enemy can get away with. The leopard attacks, but manages to dodge the crocodile's throw. It looks like the spotted cat will keep all its limbs this time. The steep bank prevents the reptile from attacking the nimble cat, but it is not possible to pull the prey out of its teeth. The leopard was lucky that there was enough distance between him and the reptile for the cat to react to the throw of the angry crocodile and jump away. But then, the reptile returned to the water and dragged its lunch away from the shore. The leopard did not fight with a larger and fiercer enemy on its territory. Which case, when the leopard received a steep rebuff from the enemy, struck you more than the rest? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will see you more often.